Welcome to another episode of Practical Astrology for you. Today I am bringing a topic which is out of the course. It could sound insignificant to many people, stupidity for many, whatever you all may feel like, but the topic is very important. If you keep on listening to the topic, and you will understand the core subject, the core values, the core importance of the topic of the day. Why so? Because the topic is very much out of course, out of syllabus. Without wasting a lot of your time, let's introduce to the topic. The topic is the fight between good and bad. Astrologically, I will be discussing this. Everyone knows and everyone has seen that it's always a fight between the good and the bad. So here astrologically I will try to explain what is good and what is bad. I may go wrong at some places for certain people, means whatever I may be quoting, that may not sound true to them because they may not take that same essence as I am taking. I have to take an example, I have to quote something. Unless I don't quote anything, it would be without any meanings. So if we see in astrology, there are only 9 planets. There are 7 major planets and 2 shadow planets. So the major planets are Sun, Moon, Jupiter, then Mars, then Saturn, then Mercury, then Venus. So these are the 7 major planets. What 2 are left, that is Rahu and Ketu. They don't have any physical form. They are Chaya Grah or shadow planets or pseudo planets, whatever you prefer to call them. Okay. So, and if we see in Vastu also, every planet has been assigned a direction. So starting with Sun, it is east, then Jupiter, it is northeast. So then northern side is Mercury, then south, north south is Moon, and southwest is Rahu, west is Saturn, and Mars is south, and then the Agni cone is Venus. So if we see Jupiter as the right person or the right planet or the good planet, then the opposite of Jupiter is obviously Rahu. And I will be mixing Lal Kitab, Vedic astrology, many things, because I can't stay firm on a single form of astrology. I have to take examples from, I tend to mix them. So I am taking that liberty to mix various type of astrologies. Other people don't mix them, but I have a habit of mixing them. So at times I may be taking a theory of Lal Kitab and mixing it with Vedic astrology. So those liberties I am taking. So because it's life, we can't segregate things. Means if someone is dharmic and another one is non-religious, it's not that we don't live in a totality that only the religious people are living in this society, atheists are not living in this society. It may be a religious person staying his next neighbor could be an atheist. So it's like that. You can't segregate people. So it's the same. So in Vastu, the opposite of Jupiter is Netre Kone, no? So that is Rahu. So southwest, Niriti, the Lord. So if we take Jupiter as good, Rahu is the bad. And if we take the other side of opposite of Jupiter, it's the opposite. You can't say that it is bad. Many people will argue, I am not saying, I am not forcing anyone to accept that Rahu is bad. Okay. So the opposite of Jupiter is also Venus. Shukracharya, another guru, it said that he has more power than Jupiter. He has a practical knowledge also, which Jupiter lacks. and the opposite of Jupiter is again moon also. At sometimes it behaves, and their Ketu is also positioned. So why they are not positioned in the same place and everyone is not clubbed together, making them a union of 3 people or 3 planets in the same house? Because they have different strata, different places where they what to say, oppose that force actually. So you all have to understand, means this is, they are working in a 3-dimensional plane, and other aspects also are in astrology, means the unconscious mind, subconscious mind, and those type of things happen in astrology. So that's why one is the opposite of other regarding certain things and not every sense. That's why when we consider the maximum opposite of Rahu, it is Jupiter, or Jupiter's opposite is Rahu. So since it is the Kali Yuga is going on, and as I always quote that Kali Yuga is governed by Rahu. Rahu is the king of Kali Yuga. So we have to see things from the perspective of Rahu, irrespective of he is good or bad. Now if it is Kali Yuga, he is the king, that means he has turned out to be the most important deity now, and now whatever he is saying, that is good, and whatever Jupiter is saying, that is bad. You all can conclude from that also, and some may vary in thoughts regarding that also. Okay, I am painting Jupiter as bad, whatever you all may feel like. The argument is not regarding who is good or who is bad. The argument is regarding what actually can we extract, and where I am trying to take you all actually in depth, what it will be serving us, the knowledge of good and bad and the fight, and who will win and why one should win and why other should lose. So when we read the text, the Vedic astrology, any astrology, there is always some remedies, there is always something significantly told that, okay, like there are many texts regarding it, says, okay, do the wear gemstones of 159. So what is the basic core, basic explanation, logic behind wearing those gemstones? Means they are dharma trikona of your horoscope. So if you are, means your dharma is taken care of, it is in the good path. So if dharma trikona excels, means what is the second planet or the second house? If you increase your dharma, your earth becomes low, because it spends that thing, the whichever house is second to it, it spends that thing to survive. So if your dharma trikona increases, your earth goes down. Means if I am dharmic, that means the things which are related to earth trikona, those things will diminish. That happens naturally. If you increase certain house, it's like a seesaw. If you balance something, means if you are increasing something, if you are putting more weight in that thing, the other side will rise and that will become lighter. So that's how we have to understand, okay, if we increase this, this will go down. So if we will increase the 6th house, the 7th house will go down. That's how we balance. So that's the core thing which I have understood. So I thought that it's it would be nice to bring this theory in front of everyone. It could create a bit of havoc also if someone is not so good and he tries to disbalance his own horoscope or someone else's horoscope. But that's where I tend to differ, because even you all don't know, even I am not aware. Because those people who are smart, if someone is Jupiter, then he should be able to maintain the harmony, the ecosystem. If I consider Rahu to be bad, I won't be letting him to take control of my head. The Guru will try to avoid his power, to surpass his power. So anyhow, anyways, whatever we will try, if I am Guru, I will try that the negative should never overcome me, and it shouldn't overpower me. My powers shouldn't be overpowered by the negative Rahu, if I am considering Rahu as a negative. So whatever thing I will be telling you, I won't be cheating, I won't be lying, but at the end of the day I will be trying that the right should prevail. That's how these texts are made. The Rishi Munis, the saints, they have checked it because of their subconscious mind. They could know that what would be the repercussion of certain things. Even if you all have tantric mantras and all, if tantra could control the universe, then they would have ruled on earth. But that's not the case. Why they are not able to rule the earth? So that's where things lie. So have a clean mind, first of all. Try not to harm the other people, because even Newton law would apply in that. Every force has an equal and opposite reaction. If you try to harm someone else, if he is, suppose you do a maran and you kill someone, he gets killed, he died, and no one knows that you killed him, he died. But the nature will create a bigger demon because you have killed him, so the nature will create something bigger than that to harm you in return. That's how nature balances things. So that's why this theory is, no matter how clever you become, no matter how sharp people become, AI will rule the earth. People say, no, AI will never rule the earth. That's for sure. Because that will be self-destructive. It will destruct itself. Because if you all know, if you all can understand that Jupiter has a physical body and Rahu doesn't have a physical body. Why? Rahu was denied a physical body. That's why Rahu is denied a physical body. That means he can't materialize on the negative thoughts. It can't take a form. It has to, it becomes a host, like a virus. It has to clinch to something to show results. It can't survive without any other being. That's how nature has balanced itself for millions of years. So don't think that you are bigger than this nature, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, whatever you may feel like. You might be an atheist, but you believe in life, you believe in sustenance of life. So that's why I started with a negative thought, but I won't be finishing it with a negative thought. It's not a warning. I don't prefer to give people warning. Do whatever you feel like. You might end up being a Bhasmasur for yourself. That's why knowledge is important. That's why becoming a Jupiter is the ultimate goal. We don't want to become Rahu, someone without a body. We just have a greed. Jupiter doesn't have a greed. Rahu has a greed. Jupiter is the biggest heavenly body, and Rahu doesn't have a body also. It doesn't have a planet is not named Rahu. It's not physically anywhere. So that's how good is Jupiter, bad is Rahu. So you all have to understand on which side you all are. Even if you try to become Rahu, by whatever means, whatever mantras you want to evoke your Rahu, you want to increase the wavelength frequency, workability of your Rahu, and you will think, okay, I will overpower Jupiter. That's a physical thing. You can't, with the thought process, you can't overpower that thing. It has physical form. You can do that for few minutes, few days, few months, few years. The occult science. People overpower other people. But does that materialize? Why those things don't materialize? So it's a lesson for everyone. If they are not materializing on those things, that means that won't be giving any results actually. You need results. If someone is having a lifespan of, suppose I am taking 90 years. I am not taking 120 years also, I am just taking 90 years. If someone lives that long and he intentionally used Rahu or Ketu and went on the other side, I won't say the negative side, but what did you achieve? Nothing. But on the contrary, if you go along with Jupiter, it will show you physical things. You will get physical happiness, not artificial happiness. When someone is very rich, I am just quoting an example. Someone is rich, I am poor. So I kill that person. Now whatever money I am earning, I am the richest person. Because that richest person, everyone who was richer than me, I killed them. That's Rahu. But Jupiter, what it will do? Okay, he is rich. If I work hard, I follow the right path, I work, within a few years, I could reach up to his mark or better than him. That's Jupiter. He won't be killing that person to make me big. Rahu will kill that person to make me big. That's the difference. That's the logic. That's the workability. So it's always good to be with good people. Even if they don't know the thing, they will tell you good things, and that will help you in good ways, rather than following the bad people and learning bad things. It's you who has to decide at the end of the day which road you have to follow, which path you have to follow, because I have given you that simple clue. Okay, if you increase this, that decreases. So if you think that you want to increase your bad houses, increase them. So it will harm your good houses also, no? If you want to increase the negativity of yourself to harm other people, but if you are becoming a negative person, some houses are getting stronger, the negative houses are getting stronger, so the good houses of your own horoscopes are being affected. If there is no moksha but there are rebirths, and even if there is no rebirth, someone won't believe in rebirth, okay, you have to live this life, no? When you increase the negativity of your own houses, what? Suppose you increase your 6th house power. So you will fall sick more, you will die earlier. That will harm the Lagnesh, that will harm the 5th house, 9th house. So try that. If you all want to go to that side, go to that side, check it. Before harming other people, nature has created it like you will become a bomb for yourself. First you have to explode, then only you can kill other people. First you have to harm yourself. It's a self-destruction button. The more I learn, the more I understand the significance of Jupiter. It doesn't show its presence, Rahu shows its presence. Delhi forcefully puts itself in your head, okay, this is the good thing, I am giving you 10 options. Jupiter will be giving you one, that also after long patience. You need to spend a lot of time. I am giving you without any patience, without any waiting. You don't have to be waiting for that thing. When Rahu Mahadasha comes, a lot of opportunities come from all the negative sides. But they are pseudo things. Nothing will stand. Once the Rahu Mahadasha has ended, everything will vanish. So you have to make a choice. I think I am quite clear about this good and bad fight. Comment me. Don't subscribe me, just comment me. See my video and comment me. Feel like questioning anything, question me. I will answer you all. And I will definitely answer everyone, irrespective of whatever you may feel about things. Please, please, please question me. That's all for the day. Thank you.